On April 30th, 2014, Don't Starve received its very first DLC, Reign of Giants. This DLC added so much more than just the giants. It added spring, summer, brand new biomes, brand new creatures, and even entirely new mechanics. The DLC is so great that it's the base ground for the much more popular sequel game Don't Starve Together, where many of its mechanics can be seen. Look, you already know what's about to happen. I'm gonna try to not only survive, but also thrive within the world of Reign of Giants. Now, for those of you who want to treat this playthrough as a guide for your own runs, I do have to let you know that I did change some settings to make things a little more difficult on myself, and really enhance and spotlight the changes that Reign of Giants brought into the game. And instead of just simply playing 100 days of Reign of Giants, I've decided to set myself a goal. Defeat every single boss and mini-boss without any cheese strats. No gunpowder, no sleep, no blow darts, and certainly no companions. Can I do it? Let's go ahead and start off our story where we left off in the 100 Days of Vanilla episode. Wilson fled from the Spider Queens that invaded his home, and now we find ourselves in a much less familiar world. On day 1, we wake up after our failed escape attempt. Already aware of what I need to do, I get to work. Now, Wilson here doesn't know it yet, but our goal wasn't just to survive and live a peaceful ranch life anymore. We were out for blood. But before anything could get done, we had to do the good old reliable day 1 resource vacuum, which goes really well. We get a stick of butter and even get to spectate a merm and pig war, which the pigs win easily. Well, I guess that settles that then. I'll just hold on to all this food for safekeeping. Yeah, that sounds about right. Later in the night, we perform a hunt, which is something I made more common in this world, specifically because there are 2 mini-bosses tied to it that we must defeat. Now, we are in no fighting shape right now, but it wouldn't hurt to have them spawned in and ready to go. Unfortunately, it just ended up being this stupid elephant creature, so sorry guys, no epic day 1 mini-boss showdown. Day 2 was here and we found ourselves in the Teleportado set piece. Now, besides this giving me flashbacks of our horrific escape, it also presented us with an opportunity. The Clockwork Rook can be baited to break things for us and even defeat the other Clockworks. So we do a little bit of wrangling and get shot once, and then come out with 2 whole gears. Worth it. Later on throughout the day, I find our very first brand new biome, the desert. This biome is specific to Reign of Giants and presents us with new bounties and new but also familiar threats. The most important thing about the desert though is that we can obtain cactus and tumbleweeds here. Cactus is a powerful sanity food when cooked, and tumbleweeds are quite literally the loot boxes of Don't Starve, providing you with 3 random items from a very large list of potential items. Yeah, it's pretty good. The threats of the desert are hound dens, which will spawn, you guessed it, hounds. But as long as we keep a wide berth away from their clusters, the desert was ripe for plundering. We jump through a wormhole in the desert and find that it's in a pretty good spot, so now's as good a time as any to start getting settled down. Fire pit, science machine, backpack. Oh yeah, we're going down to business town. That was kind of weird. Day 3, I did some exploring and managed to end up in the other Reign of Giants exclusive biome, the deciduous biome. This biome is marked by copious amounts of pigs, catcoons, and more importantly, a glommer statue. Huh, so some of you who play Don't Starve Together may notice something is strange here. There's no pan flute. Yeah, that's because the pan flute isn't actually guaranteed in Reign of Giants like it is in Don't Starve Together. Just a fun little difference. Oh well, we wouldn't be able to rely on sleep in this run anyway. The rest of day 3 is spent evicting pigmen because we're still the same evil landlords from our previous life. By day 4, we had a ridiculous amount of resources, and life was looking good. What better way to celebrate than good old spider fighting? Despite what these gross little gremlins and their spider mommies did to my previous base, I'm not gonna wage war on them this time because, well, we have bigger fish to fry. Metaphorically and literally. Or wait, I guess it wouldn't be literally since none of the bosses resemble fish, but oh well. You get what I mean here. We build an ice box for our copious amounts of food and then dedicate the rest of the day to exploring. We don't find much, but tonight we roleplay as Willow for charcoal. On day 5, I used the Chester cheese that we found out in vanilla to defeat some tentacles, which sorry, Chester. It's okay guys, he's just napping, I swear. We spend the rest of our day 5 swampcation collecting reeds. Normally I would suggest using these reeds for blow darts to deal with the dragonfly easily, since around 28 blow darts are all you need to kill dragonfly effectively and not have to deal with any fighting. However, we aren't allowed to use them for that, so these reeds are mostly for bird cages. Yeah, I know I got too many. I'd rather have too many than too little. Day 6 starts with our very first hound attack, which we deal with incredibly easy because it's one hound. I don't think I need to explain why that's really easy to defeat. The rest of the day is spent preparing our base. I decided to make this base more snazzy. Our vanilla base was good, but now I wanted more. Custom flooring, better walls, and more specifically, I want some of that sweet, sweet orange turf from the deciduous biome. But I want to bring that turf over to our base, because I don't want to live in the deciduous biome because I enjoy making my life harder than necessary. Our local Maxwell statue and touchstone kindly donate some of their turf to us, and I make an effort to not touch the touchstone, because if you don't know, touchstones revive you. And this is a hardcore run. I'm not allowing any revives at all. This is surviving 100 days of Don't Starve Reign of Giants, not playing 100 days of Don't Starve Reign of Giants. In the morning, we make a kitchen fit for a king, and then we add to our mighty pile. And then spend the rest of the day running this rook around for some resources, which goes pretty well. In the night, we have to deal with some hound runoff because we were in the desert, and this is where I utilize a very dangerous but very powerful combat tactic: fire. When certain mobs, usually non-boss mobs, are on fire, they will completely ignore you, which is really nice. Just be careful about doing this in Don't Starve single player, as fire spreads way quicker than it does in Don't Starve together, so it's a lot more dangerous for everything around you. On day 8, Chester comes back from his vacation, and then we spend the rest of the day digging up grass and saplings to bring home, which takes a while. Again, I want to make this base look nice, so we spend a lot of filler days. A lot of filler episodes in this run. Day 9. A day in the life of day 9. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I'm not, but will I be elaborating about it? No. Anyways, let's go kill some clockworks. Which is exactly what we go and do. After that epic battle, we head back home, and then I realize an incredibly useless thing that I overhyped for no reason. There's gonna be a full moon. And Glommer wasn't my main concern. No, guess what it was? For some unknown reason, I wanted to hammer down the pig heads that were near the touchstone for a free 4 nightmare fuel alongside the other drops. You know, the thing I could get by being insane for a few minutes. Oh well, my brain works in ways that even I don't understand sometimes. Hey, it's free nightmare fuel though, and we still have tomorrow to get Glommer because of the whole 2 full moons in a row thing Don't Starve single player does for some reason. Now, I didn't want to do anything extravagant today since I wanted to be able to get Glommer tonight, so we spend most of the day clearing some trees around our base and cooking. And then when the moon rises, we find ourselves in a peculiar position. 2 werepigs aggroed onto me. Now, normally getting overwhelmed is a death sentence, but I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. You can handle almost any large crowd by attempting to sync their attacks, like this. It gets significantly harder with more enemies, but if you're ever stuck with your back against the wall and need to take the least amount of damage possible, it's certainly an option. Just try to sync them up and you'll do fine. This stupid pig did nothing to protect us from the wrath of the Spider Queen army, so I stole his floorboards. Subscribe or I'll do the same to your floorboards. Alright, jokes aside, today we fight our first mini-boss, Greg, better known as the Poison Birchnut Tree. Now, in a normal circumstance, I would just walk a few screens away and come back and he would glitch out and become helpless, but as per the rules of this run, we must fight him without any cheese. And yes, I'm counting fire as cheese in this case because that would be silly. Anyways, enjoy the battle, everybody. Oh my god, these butterflies are annoying. Alright, so how you kill a Greg is you gotta bait out the tentacle. And then you got these little birch nutters. Now these guys are, you can't really do much against them, but you gotta kill them in one shot. You bait out the tentacle. And sometimes you just gotta tank them. Okay. So what we can do is we can actually lead the birch nuts away. And then move back in. Bait out the tentacle. And there we go. That is Greg killed legit. With our first mini-boss defeated, we celebrate by stealing some of that delicious, crunchy, deciduous turf, and then made our way home with our new buzzy pet to remodel our floor plan a little bit. And on the morning of day 12, our base was really shaping up. Our biggest drawback though was the horrific wooden flooring recipe. You see, in Don't Starve Together, 1 board equals 4 flooring. Don't Starve single player hates creativity and made it 1 board for 1 flooring. I don't think I need to explain why this hurts so much. Anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna bore you guys to death with these next few days. I spend them getting to know this pitchfork quite well. That was until... for sure. Oh my god, Bearger on the first autumn. This presents a very great opportunity for us. Hold the phone. I did not expect Bearger on the first autumn. That's not normal. I mean, yeah, he's set to more, but usually there's still a grace period. Now, I'm still gonna use Bearger as my bulldozer, my killdozer. Oh, there he is. Hello, Bearger. Do a big stomp for me. Oh, yes. All right, let's get him to follow us up to the forest here. Come on over, Bearger. Oh, yeah. Big Bearger moment. I need a lumberjack. You just so happen to be the first person to call. Ooh, big. All right, give me a big slam. Give me a big slam. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's that good stuff. Oh, those were green caps. This will be a big slam. Okay, we got a tree guard. We officially have tree guard action. Oh, I did not expect that to hit me. As you can see, this is not bad for us by any means. Big slam. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at this forest. It is clean. Burger King, Bearger. Burger King. Burger King, Bearger. Burger King. If we get a big slam in here, that'd be great. This is scary. This is really scary. That was a big slam. Okay, forgot I'm insane a little bit. Alright, masterful kiting here. Crap, I hope that didn't aggro him. Need to get my sanity back up. This is fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Bearger's just stalking us. It's okay. We're fine. Should be a big slam. Oh, this is gonna be a huge slam. So Bearger's not hard to kite. Better on a road, obviously. Then he's gonna do a slam. Then he does a big... Ooh, yeah. Big slam. And then he does a hit. So, if we bring him to the road, we'll have a lot better of a time. There we go. Bearger's been slain by us. Now, not totally by us. We'll do the next Bearger totally by us. But we had to use him for some wood farming. I mean, come on. On day 16, Bearger was slain. But I'm not adding him to the tally yet. Unfortunately, we had some tree guards soften him up a little bit, so that wasn't a full mono-e-mono fight. It's okay though, because we're doing the epic crazy 100 days run. We'll see Bearger again for a proper rematch. I head back to my base, make the insulated pack with our Bearger fur, which is a backpack that also reduces spoilage time, and then I realize I really just don't want to deal with this mess right now, so I run over to the nearby deciduous biome to frolic in the fields and catch fireflies instead. Now you might be thinking, am I going to use these to make a miner's hat? Well, no, I'm not going to. Caves are disabled, which means that I have no access to light bulbs, and the only way to refuel the hat would be non-renewable fireflies. These will just be for base decoration because I think fireflies are pretty. Before heading home, I spend some time collecting butterflies because, you know, your boy needs a pretty flower garden. We pass by a strange parrot on a beach ship, a secret tool that we may need later. We also get a bunch of berry bushes, but, well, spoiler alert, Reign of Giants kind of gives you a copious amount of food, so I don't think we'll need to worry about those berry bushes whatsoever. They're mostly for decoration. I head home and mentally prepare myself for winter, which will mostly be spent base building and preparing for the big Clops battle, when a new mechanic appears: wetness. Unlike Don't Starve Vanilla, rain actually does something meaningful in Don't Starve Reign of Giants. You get wet, which can soak your clothes, make food rot faster, and make all of your tools slippery, and they will slip out of your hand. It's pretty annoying, but it won't really be an issue until the 3rd season. The next few days before winter started, I had 2 goals. Find some bees to get my honey empire back on track and convert those petals into poop for a super secret summer survival tactic. I got the poop, but there were straight up no bees to be found in this entire world, except for the one hive next to my base. Eventually I gave up and collected some of that Bearger wood, until... It's winter time, everyone. Now, winter doesn't change a lot from vanilla, but there are a few new things to note. When pangolins appear from the coast, they will now bring icebergs with them, which will make the new and powerful ice renewable. And I think that's it. Of course, unlike vanilla, we will be guaranteed to have the Deerclops battle by the end of the season, but that's because of our world settings. Regardless, this winter was a very chill one. Food wasn't going to be a problem for us because, you know, ice exists now, and 1 meat and 3 ice equals 60 billion hunger for some reason, so I decided to spend our time building up our house and preparing for Deerclops. Halfway through winter, I decide to fight a Mactusk. Now, I didn't really cover Mactusk well in my vanilla run because I got a God Roll Seed and a free walking cane, but if you don't have crazy luck, here's how you can defeat Mactusk very easily. Get him to aggro on you, run far enough away, and then when he turns around, boom, you can just kill him. For some reason, this just breaks his pathing completely and he just lets you beat him up. It's great. Okay, back to the montage. Day 31, night 31 arrived and it was finally time to fight Deerclops. I came prepared with some cooked cactus to keep us sane, a ham bat for DPS, which by the way they nerfed in Reign of Giants so that spoilage was going to hurt us, and I brought minimal healing. My method of fighting Deerclops will be kiting, to minimize the amount of damages and resources that we have done to- to minimize the amount of damage and resources that we have to use. Let's do it. Come on over, my friend. You're already mad. Okay, you might have the same. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You have directional. Oh, you're done. Oh, you're done. You have directional. It's gonna be a piece of cake. So see, this is not what it was like in vanilla. Vanilla, Deerclops I think has a ring around them. But in Reign of Giants and Don't Starve Together, it's this simple. Okay, sometimes I'll take hits, but that's okay. What the hell? Am I... What? Well, that was the easiest Deerclops battle I think I've ever done in my entire Don't Starve career. With Deerclops defeated, we mark our first boss off the list. And now we have a few more days to work on our base before a brand new season rears its ugly head. Welcome to spring, everyone. Our first brand new season. Well, compared to vanilla Don't Starve, that is. Here we'll have to deal with angry bees, lots of rain, lots of lightning, and tons of insanity. There would also be an early boss and mini boss fight this season, but before that happens, I had a little more prep to do. Base building, resource collection, and... oh, that was way faster than I thought. Yeah, Moose Goose comes way earlier than the other seasonal bosses, but we can't fight her quite yet. We need her to lay her egg in order to fight the next mini boss. So we stay in the area and do some miscellaneous tasks for the next few days. We make ourselves an Ibrella, a powerful item that will prevent lightning strikes and rain. We cook some bacon and eggs by using our caged bird to turn monster meat into eggs, very powerful and very, very nice. And we prepare for our first huge undertaking, dragon fruit farming. But whoa, hold on. These farms might not look familiar to you. Well, these aren't Don't Starve Together farms. These farms are different. Let me explain. To make a renewable farm in Don't Starve, you need a bird cage. And then basically you just take whatever crop you want to mass produce and gamble on whether you'll get 2 or 1 seeds back from feeding it to the bird. It's awful, but dragon fruits are part of my summer plan. So yeah, we also get our beautiful berry bush walkway started, and I'm realizing this base is coming along nicely. It's actually quite pretty, isn't it? Okay, enough boring base stuff. Let's go fight Moose Goose and their babies. All right, Moose Goose, your time is up, buddy. There's your little egg. I think it's 3. I might be able to get 4. Alright, Moose Goose. Let's fight! Now, Moose Goose, I believe, has the most health out of all the giants. But Moose Goose is also the easiest to kite, because all you need is a road, hit him 3 times, keep holding spacebar every now and then, and you're solid. I believe Moose Goose does quite a bit of damage. At least when it comes to Reign of Giants. Not including Hamlet and stuff, because Hamlet is busted. There's the Iron Hulk that does a billion gajillion damage. But yeah, that's that's Moose Goose. Now let's go kill those Moslings. Bye, Moose Egg. Probably wear this. There we go. Look at the little Moslings. They don't get big. Oh, there we go. That's what I expected. Huh. You guys be schmoving in ways I don't like. This is fun. Alright, you're gonna be the last one. Whee. These guys are difficult to take out. Bit much. Bit more than I bargained for, I could guess. Man, how close? How much health do these little things have, dude? Goodness. Then there's spiders everywhere. Oh my freaking. Okay, this is I thought Moslings were a pushover. They were a pushover and Don't Starve Together. Are they buffed in single player? My god. And they go forever. This is problematic. Okay, let's not do that. Please. And thank you. Oh no, our wall. No. No, they're in here now. Okay, wait. If it's just the one. Then they go so far, and then you can't get them. Okay, there we go. We got one of them, finally. Oh my goodness, dog. Oh my goodness gravy. You know, I always forget that the kids are stronger than the mama. But yeah. We got all of them here. Okay. This is definitely not scary. They're not hard to dodge, but like, oh, now there's 4 of them. Okay, cool. Good thing we have that. I don't know what we can do exactly about this. Like, their attack interval is just like, they're too fast. They give me no chance. Ouch. Okay, this is just irritating. What? What? Oh my goodness. It's gotta get them, like, because there's... Okay, here we go. I can get one hit every, like, 2 seconds. Not even. A little less than 2 seconds. Okay. We gotta use our wall to our advantage here. This is a boss fight and a half, dude. The children are worse than the mama. Okay, here we go. This is the strat. This is the strat. Get him on this wall. That's the strat. Okay, you can calm down now. And then see, he gets right back up and starts attacking again. Like, what? Oh my god, dude, I've never had that much problem with Moslings. Oh, that was a wake-up call. A little bit of a wake-up call. Yes, I did want to attack my fence, actually. How did you know? How did you know? Oh, yes, I actually did want to attack my fence. After finally taking down all of the babies, we had successfully taken down our second mini-boss. I'll be honest, I feel like they're much harder in single player. I feel like fighting them in Don't Starve Together was a lot easier, but hey, I don't know. But what I do know is that with Spring's arrival, one of the other settings I tweaked was almost certain to rear its ugly head. That's right, frog rain. And sure enough, on the night of day 46, we had our very first frog rain. Now, in Don't Starve Together, frog rains aren't that bad, because frogs will eventually despawn. Reign of Giants, however, does not have such a despawning system. Once the frog rains from the sky, they are there until they die. And because this setting was turned up, I would have lots of these frogs just chilling everywhere. I just realized I haven't explained this event, so for those of you who are unaware, frog rain is literally just that. It rains frogs, and it's very annoying because these guys don't just damage you, they also have a herd mentality and suck your items right out of your inventory. It sucks so bad, and they're probably on the top 10 worst mob list. On the bright side, frog rains are just that, annoying, but nothing we can't handle. My next plans were to make a shadow manipulator to make some dark swords. Handbats are still strong in Reign of Giants, but nowhere near as strong as vanilla, so dark swords are actually useful to us. And then we head into the desert to get a Volt Goat horn. It's not a goal of this run, but a side project of mine is to craft most of the giant related crafts. And in order to make the weather pane, we have to get a horn. So we do some ranching and then boom, we get ourselves a luxury fan and a weather pane. The luxury fan is pretty good in summer as it extinguishes fires and cools you down in an area, and the weather pane is a ranged weapon that helps immensely with crowd control. Both of these will see no use because I'm an idiot. On day 49, I get another frog rain, this time in the center of my base. I utilized sleeping to stop it, but the damage was already done. We now had a frog infestation that had to be dealt with, which takes us the majority of the day. With the frogs out of the way, we can begin preparing for the real threat, summer. In approximately 7 days, our world is going to burn alive. We have wildfires set to maximum, and worse, we have to fight Dragonfly without any range or campfire cheeses. But we'll worry about Dragonfly when that gets closer. Right now, I'm more worried about the whole wildfires thing. My solution? Well, it's simple. Because caves are disabled in this run, I can't just retreat down there to get a free insulation buff and completely disable wildfires. So my plan is to make a second, less flammable base, and the location of which will be in the desert, because then we can capitalize on flowering cacti. The plan was simple, a nice small compact summer base with a flingomatic covering all of the flammable stuff. So we spend the next few days working on just that, while also getting our dragon fruit stocks up, and even preparing some secret tools for later like some buckets of poop, an ice staff, and a chilled amulet. And then on day 55, our third frog rain attack happens. It was during this frog rain I realized that frogs won't actually attack fences, so we keep the swarm directly outside of our house. They could help us with hounds, and oh yeah, speaking of hounds, I haven't really been talking about them because, well, I haven't had a life-threatening one yet. Simple as. They're still there though, just I haven't had any problematic ones, so I didn't really include them. Day 56 was our final day of spring. Tomorrow, Hellfire arrives. We spend the day preparing for evacuation. We grab all 40 of our dragon fruit seeds. Yes, we've been grinding quite a lot. Cook some food, grab George, our resident bird, and once day hits, we make our way to our new summer home. Now, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, summer was rather boring, and I utilized sleep spamming to skip a majority of it. Thanks to wildfires being set to lots, wildfires are pretty ridiculous. It was basically like an uncompromising mode heatwave, but like everywhere, which is rough. So we skip and skip until the day of reckoning draws closer. Now, while I'm preparing for Dragonfly, let's go over my plan for Dragonfly, because this is not gonna be very easy. If you couldn't tell by my inventory, we're gonna tank Dragonfly. Without a huge speed boost, she's practically unkiteable, and our goal will be to just take her down faster than she can take us down. To help facilitate this, I'm going to be doubling up on armor and using a dark sword the entire time. Doubling up on armor is actually really good in Reign of Giants, and really all of the OG Don't Starve, because armor values actually stack. What this means is that, let's say Dragonfly smacks us for 75 damage. Well, a football helmet blocks 80% of that damage, bringing it down to just 15 damage. However, thanks to the introduction of the marble suit, it will go through another reduction, this time 95%, meaning Dragonfly will literally do 0.75 damage per swipe. This will get rounded up to 1 by the game's engine, but yeah, it's gonna help a lot. The only problem is, you know, armor has durability. But it wasn't armor that I was worried about the most. The biggest problem with Dragonfly isn't the physical damage, it's the flaming aura. Reign of Giants Dragonfly is permanently enraged, which means we'll constantly take fire tick damage if we're too close to her, which cannot be blocked by armor. So we're gonna need healing. Here's where those dragon fruits come into play. Utilizing buckets of poop, I can force grow tons of dragon fruits, and then placing 1 dragon fruit and 3 twigs will give me a dish that not only has a fast eating animation, but also 40 HP per. Not bad at all. I'll also be supplementing this with flower salad, which is another potent healing dish made with 4 cactus flowers. Armed with lots of armor, healing, and 2 dark swords, Dragonfly calls. Can we defeat her before our armor breaks? It is Dragonfly time. Forgot my freaking healing food. Okay, I got time. Go, 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 Wilson, go, Wilson, go, Wilson, go, Wilson. That's my 3rd warning. I just gotta get there, I just gotta get there. Alright, we're good, We're clear. There she is. There she is. Okay. Alright. This is going to go horribly, dude. I am so scared. So scared right now. Go, go, go! Alright, let's do this. Watch our health. Yeah, that's that double armor. Just tank. So you can see I'm out of the fire range, which is keeping me alive. Oh god, there goes a helmet. Just go down. Watch our armor. Oh, our armor's getting vaporized. Please. Yes. Oh. I put the helmet on, I put the marble suit on after the football helmet. I don't think I was supposed to do that. That almost cost me. You saw our football, if our football helmets would have gone down, that would have been a wrap, because the only reason we're alive right now is because of that double armor. We had like 99% protection. Whoo, buddy. Well, that was a lot better than I thought it would go. I certainly overprepared. Apparently, if you attack Dragonfly at just the right angle, you can avoid all of the fire damage. I didn't know this, but yeah, you can just do that, which made that fight simply an armor check. So, you know, all that healing food and whatnot was a complete waste. Dude, I feel so stupid. We spent so long getting those dragon fruits. Whatever. It's better to be overprepared rather than underprepared. Dragonfly was out of the way now, which meant we only had 4 big fights left. 1 big boss, which is Bearger, and 3 mini bosses, which I'll go over when it happens. Before we know it, autumn is back, and I use this brief calm period to repair our fence that those stupid little ducklings that I hate burned down. And then, midway through our final autumn, on day 78, I prepare for one of the mini-boss battles, a Varg. To find a Varg, you must get unlucky while hunting, but thanks to my world settings, getting unlucky was simply guaranteed here. Let's do it. I'd love an Uakis too. If we can get all the giants down, that would be great. Alright, Varg. There he is. That is a red hound, by the way. Hold on. Let's get him into a more fire-safe area. This isn't very fire-safe, but it's better. Oh, he's stuck. That one's stuck. One, two, three. One. It was that easy? What? Okay, that's a firehound. Hold on. Let's bring him out to the open. It was that easy? After that victorious battle, I celebrate by throwing some fireflies around my house the next day. And like clockwork, our next hunt exposed an Uakis, another mini-boss. Now these guys are tricky, so we would need to grab our best armor, and the frogs got to him first. Darn. Oh well, hopefully we manage to find another one before the end of the challenge. Spoiler alert, we don't find another one before the end of the challenge, so Uakis will forever remain un-1v1'd, or however you want to say it. But honestly, that's okay. Uakises are not made to be 1v1'd due to their snot mechanic, but it's still gonna forever be a blemish on this run. Sad. Sorry, Uakis enjoyers, but I didn't get the final hit. Run invalidated. To take out my frustrations, I decided to go after a different mini-boss, the Tree Guard. I had left one where Bearger went crazy style on the local forest last autumn, so here you go, a day 81 Tree Guard battle. Enjoy. Tree Guard, there you are. Oh, somebody's gotten bigger. All right, come with me. Let's get him to the road so we can attack him faster. I'm too lazy. I'm just gonna use walking cane. Actually, I might be able to get 4 default. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. 1. Well, there's a Tree Guard. Yeah, those guys really aren't that hard. Hence why they are a mini-boss in my eyes. I wouldn't even classify them as a mini-boss anymore, honestly. But if you look on the wiki, they're on the boss screen, so I had to include them here. Now the only job we had left was to wait for our final rematch with Bearger. But you guys know I crave violence, so I wage war on a local tall fort while we wait, with plans to run Bearger through the center to collect all of those rocks. Not because we need them, but because it's funny. Finally, after a small nap on day 90, Bearger comes out for that rematch. Hey, Bearger. Let's go. All right, before we let him break, oh, this is gonna be so good. Oh, this is gonna be good. Oh, yep. And he kills the tall birds easily. Yeah, the tall birds aren't even worried about him because he didn't steal their eggs. According to them, my walking cane. No. All right, Bearger, come on. Ooh. They are fighting Bearger now, but it's okay because they won't do that much damage to him. Perfect. Beautiful. All right, Bearger. Let's play. I'm curious, can I go through? No, you can't go through Bearger and Don't Starve Reign of Giants. So that's one thing that's different. Ouch. Alright, buddy's hurting me a bit. Buddy is hurting me a bit. Let's eat that, get a bit of healing. Alright, while we're on the road, it's easier. Let's go. Bearger time. Did we really only get 2 hits in? I could have sworn we could get more. Maybe we were getting 3 in. Bearger's just a little tough cookie, huh? You could probably get 3. Yeah, you can get 3. Not during the slam, though. See, in Don't Starve Together, you can walk behind Bearger. I don't think that's possible. I'm going to test it real quick. Well, you can't do it when he's slamming. Let's see. No, he has a 360-degree attack radius in Don't Starve single player. But you have to walk back. It's not like deer claws. If you're quick though, you can. And down goes the badger. Yes, before you say it, I know the tall birds did get a few hits on him, unfortunately, but I definitely did the major bulk of the damage, so I would say this is a victory against Badger. And with that, all 4 seasonal giants have been defeated by my hand, with no cheese strats. All that's left now is to retire. The winters can be pretty cold and lonely though, so I thought why not make my enemy my friend by hatching myself a little buddy. On the dusk of day 93, Jeremy was born. And cutely enough, he even had the same hair as me. Don't think too deep about the implications of this. Jeremy was adorable, and I vowed to keep him safe, fighting off hound waves for him and making sure that he stays well fed all the way until day 101. It was me and Jeremy against the world, and we had just survived 100 days of Reign of Giants. Hello everybody and welcome. Don't mind the noisy, silly pangolins and oh, Jeremy, you're fine, Jeremy. Welcome to my Reign of Giants base. So we've got this beautiful perimeter wall all around here, protecting our nice little birch nut biome that we've curated ourselves. We have our flower ring around our ring thing. We have this nice little coastline that I decided to not do anything with. I probably could have done a little bit more with. We have the pile, you know, every good base needs the pile. We have our boss loot area. Now this is what I'm most excited about. We've got the luxury fan, the weather pane, the hibernation vest, the umbrella, the steel wool, the phlegm. We've got all of it. Every boss we've dealt with. It's all done. We even got our little hibernation vest. It's super cool. These chests that I should have labeled, but I never got around to doing it. We've got our sapling farm, our grass farm. We've got Glom Glom. We've got Chester. We've got crafting galore, sleeping area, kitchen, bird cage. I forgot what we named this bird. This bird's been a big player throughout this whole series though. We've got our farm here. We've got our berry bushes, which for some reason, some of them just weren't, you know, fertilized. We've got our trees all around. This place is probably one of my more favorite bases. I enjoyed this. I like this. This was fun. We also have our backyard that's perimetered off and it's nice and secured. We have the wormhole over here that goes to the Pig King. And the wormhole up near our base goes to the desert where we have our summer base. I'm not going to show off the summer base though because you guys already saw it. You watched the video, didn't you? Either way, I think it's time for me to retire to a good life. Jeremy, come here. It's time for a family photo. All right, everybody, come on. Let's group in. Family photo time. Oh, look at my babies. Come here, Jeremy. Yeah, look at that. All right, say cheese. I love living. What's going on? No! My house! No! What? Where did you all come from? I won't stand for this. Jeremy, stay back! Jeremy, no! You will pay for this. No, Jeremy. Jeremy, no! My house! It's all burnt! You're gonna pay for this, Deerclops. You're gonna pay for this. You're gonna pay for this. Everything's burnt. It's all gone. No. Badger! Oh, God! Get away from me. There's too many of them. No. At least give me my bird. Birdie, you'll be okay. Okay, Deerclops is dead. George, you're the last thing I have, George. We gotta go, George. It's just you and me. Our base is overrun. Dragonfly, Badger, Moose Goose, and Deerclops. Deerclops is dead, though, after what Deerclops has done to me. Chester's dead. Glommer's dead. It's all over. George, please, spread my message. Tell them of what I've been through. Do that for me, George. Thank you, George. There's only one way I can escape this hell. I haven't tested this machine yet. But perhaps maybe this will take me someplace that can actually be safe. Maybe. Ugh, where am I?